The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins. Well, S.V.G's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And our pitcher in this game, Chris Paddock.
The afternoon for the White Sox.
ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is
this one swung on and hit well, way back there, and that one is gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0. S.V.G, he's been battling all season long for that swing.
And I'm sure a big weight off of his shoulders, Boog. He probably feels 20 pounds lighter jogging around the bags. No, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
And no one can get there. Now he turns and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next to hit for the Sox, Edgar. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Hard hit, right side. Swings to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And now it's Joey Gallo.
The first baseman, Joey Gallo.
And he swings through that one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Going 2 now, and that's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And here it comes. And a swing and a line drive at a right field.
Comes through with the RBI. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now it's J.D. Martinez. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Batting eighth, The left fielder.
And the batter now will be Adam Duvall. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in, and they lead by 4.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Lenny Sosa down the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Back at target field, and today's starting pitcher, Jonathan Cannon.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
A little bit low.
That's the ball.
And that one is downstairs. 2-1. On the ground to third. And that one handled. Whips it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now Correa up to hit. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Foul ball. Out to short. Baldwin throws to first, and Correa retired. Here's Royce Lewis. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Second inning set to go. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Brooks Baldwin. Paddock back to work. Line drive, base hit right field. And a good start to the inning. So here's Robert now. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right. The delivery to Robert. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab, 1 down. And now here is Edgar Caro. Doubled his first time up. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Baldwin, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. 3rd home run of the season. It's 6-0.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here.
Simeon Woods Richardson taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Benintendi up here. He's 0 for 1. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Now this is in the air down the line. Larnach sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Joey Gallo steps to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's strike 2.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. But 2 come across. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran outfielder, Byron Buxton. And first offering is fouled off.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Left field. Duvall on the move. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Check swing called strike. And the count 1-1. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like to pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
And a lunging grab. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 outs. And that's a little bit high. 1-2 the count.
1-2.
And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's in the dirt.
We got a full count.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
To the right side. That ends the inning. No runs. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Workman.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Workman getting the start at the hot corner, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. Line drive to short and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
No balls and a strike to JD. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Man at first with 1 gone. And up next for Chicago, Adam Duvall. And that one fouled off.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person.
That's up and in. Look out. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
And a base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brooks.
Back to the top of the lineup, Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. To the right side, Castro. They get the force. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They lead it, though, 6-0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
And that is out of play. And that's downstairs. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Popped up. Sosa in position. Makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's Trevor Larnach. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
1-0.
Out to short. Gets it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Luis Robert.
White Sox are terrible.
Oh!
Hammers that one. Curling down the line.
White Sox are terrible. You crazy as hell. Not on this game, they're not. In real life, they are. Not on this game, though. Get off my socks, man.
Looked off balance
Get off my socks.
Fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Correa. Now the throw.
I'm going to take them from worst to first in this game.
Great play to
I signed a couple of free agents. I signed some veteran free agents.
Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Larnach.
They actually got decent pitching on the game, but in real life,
2 down, bases
not ready.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
I tried to go to training on the game. They got training on it, so that helps a lot.
Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back in Minnesota, this is Willie Castro. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
That's out to center field. Benintendi ranging after it. Squeezes it, and there's 1 down. And here comes Carlos Correa. That one down the line. Workman.
Oh, damn.
Not in time. Great
Nice
effort,
play.
but it's an infield hit.
Tough play on a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Duvall makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
One ball,
Buxton in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Gets him to chase after that one. Correa off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. 1 left for Minnesota. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Joey Gallo.
I thought Simon was going to get
Woods Richardson back to work. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Lewis sizing this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Gage Workman will hit next. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cole Sands up and throwing. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here is J.D. Martinez. He's 2 for 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Adam Duvall at the plate. The big line with that swing. It's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Now a long throw home. Safe.
Yes.
And they're pulling away up by 7 now. So first and second with 1 man gone. And here is Sosa to the plate. Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it across, and that is out number 2. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Stepping in, Brooks Baldwin. He's already homered here in this one. Pop up here, third base side. Correa on his way over. And that is that. 1. That one fouled off.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Line to left. Fair ball. Man at first, nobody out. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
And misses inside. Wallner gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's outside. And that's ball 3. And there's the automatic. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball 4, 2
That was a strike.
A great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And it's fouled away. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him looking.
Oh, he got a
that K is his 3rd of the game. Harrison Bader getting ready to hit. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Foul ball there. And 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
We got a 4-seam. My back gets off a 4-seam too.
That one missed.
This quadrant right there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him. You're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Got him out in front.
Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Got him out in front.
Back at Target Field, top of the 6th inning. So now it's the White Sox DH, Luis Robert Jr. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Cole Sands getting loose out there. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Carroll now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back on this one. Makes the catch up against the wall. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Two outs. On the ground. No chance to get him safe at first easily.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there.
And there's a fly ball deep right field, and that's going to bang against the wall. Oh, the throw is wild.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
And the batter now, Gage Workman. Correa over to first. 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Willie Castro. Right through there for a strike. Castro in his 6th season, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Slapped foul. And that one is lifted in the air. Benintendi makes the grab, one away. Here's Carlos Correa. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. 1 out, base is empty. Check swing, and he went. And the count even at 1.
1-1.
This one high in the air to left center. 2 down. Royce Lewis, the next twin up to hit. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Two down, nobody on. Chopped out in front of the plate. Whips it to Gallo. That's the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives. us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? That one the other way. Makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Early 2000s Yankees Red Sox, probably the best baseball rivalry that we've seen.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, that kind of simmered down, and some other ones started to rise up a little bit. And the great state of Texas, the Astros and the Rangers became a really good rivalry.
Yeah, no doubt. 2 outs, base is empty. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground to first. Slides for the stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Offense held in check there. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The center fielder, by red, Buxton.
And takes low for ball 1. Ground ball right side. Sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. And next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Rip towards third. Whips it to Gallo. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Ryan Jeffers now at the plate. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
And that clips the inside corner. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Right side. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. So up next, Jonah Bride. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 1-1. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Woods Richardson back to work. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Larnach makes the grab. 1 down. Luis Robert now 1 for 4 with a double. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it.
Over to Correa for 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH. New pitcher for the White Sox, Cam Boozer.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And there's one down. So up next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. Check swing, called strike. On the ground, right side, Sosa. The throw to first. He's out. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Willie Castro. And a swing and a miss. The Twins with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now a fly ball to right center. It gets down, a base hit. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. The shortstop takes the ball. There's a strike. Castro leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cole Sands.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So up next for Chicago, Joey Gallo. And first offering is fouled off. Sands, a 6'3" righty, 215 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Justin Topa appears to be getting loose. Lifted in the air down the left side. A little bloop single. 1 down. Gage Workman, the next to hit. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Buxton pulls it in on the run. The tag gets it, and it's a double play. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. There's a strike.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah. Oh.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 away.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Right through there for a strike. The White Sox up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. Hit in the air, center field. Benintendi ranging after it. Hauls it in, 2 away. The Twins down to their final out. And now for the Twins, Matt Waller. That's in there. That's strike 1. They're down to their final strike.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this.
Ground ball to the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Bill, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here. And you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Forty-two at bats for us, 16 hits, 7 RBIs, 7 strikeouts. We had 2 home runs, I used 2 pitches. He totaled for 7 strikeouts. He gave up 4 runs, 4 hits, no runs, 7 runs. 31 at bats, 4 hits, struck out 7, 1 walk. They used 3 pitches. They failed.